Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You're all here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there's probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you today. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know who you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to get that phone call, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of the case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay. Go ahead and put your hands down. You want to put Mr. Sorrells under oath, please? Raise his right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. I do. Okay, very good. Thank you. And why don't we start with Mr. Sorrells then? I'm having him come up to the podium for me. Sorry, can you invite him to the podium for me? We're calling 2019 MM 1837, 2019 MM 2185, and 2018 MM 3232. And if we could have the sign language interpreter state her name?
Julie Glass, a certified court interpreter.
Okay, very good. No problem. Okay, very good. Thank you. And Mr. Bauer, what is?
Yes, Your Honor. Just for the record, we are here. Mr. Sorrells is here in the courtroom. He has a series of 3 cases. One was a return from PTI that he was almost done with, and that was returned with the idea of just resolving all of them. In fact, there was some discussion about whether we were going to return that or allow him to complete it. And he has, at this point, a total of 27 days in. We would ask the court to consider time served on these cases. I think the original offer, if I'm correct, was 30, and then the state had upped it to 45. Is that correct?
I'm sure 45.
We'd ask the court to consider time served disposition on this. Mr. Sorrells, due to his impairment, has had a very difficult time in the jail and communicating, and I think that he's been punished enough on this.
Okay. Does probation want to give me an update on the PTI? Any conditions that weren't done? Were they financial?
He was attending, his financials were all paid up.
Very good. Okay.
He was just attending the anger management, and he only had a few classes left to get done. I received the note from Silver Solutions today, and I told him, that he was coming to court today. I'm satisfied if we just have him done with everything.
Okay. All right. Well, it's PTI, so I guess that goes through the state as far as if probation.
I've already returned it, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So what do you need me to do on that then? If it's a return from PTI, probation is saying that they're satisfied with it. I guess does it go to you for a no process? Is that how that works?
If we're successfully completing his PTI, but he picked up new charges, I would argue he did not successfully complete his PTI, and therefore he needs to be sentenced and plea out to the case that he's on PTI for.
Okay, so that's what we'll do.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Sorrells, do you want to take care of all 3 of your cases today?
Yes, please. I would like to do that, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. Do you understand that by taking a plea on these cases that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, I do understand that.
You're giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, to call witnesses on your own behalf. And you're giving up your right to have the prosecutor prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all of those rights in order to take care of these cases today?
Yes.
Good, good. I'm going to do it one at a time with regard to the battery charge in 2018 MM 3232. How do you plead? Plead no contest.
No contest. Ask him to tell him he can plead no contest.
Right, no contest. Right. Yes.
Okay. I'll accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 27 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 27 days that you have in. You will be fingerprinted before you leave here today. You'll get paper from the clerk of court. You will owe whatever fines and court costs that you didn't already pay through PTI. You might have a balance there that you have to pay, I'm not sure, but you will be responsible for it. With regard to the trespass in 2019 MM 2185, you plead no contest?
Yes, no contest.
I'll accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 27 days in the jail, give you credit for those 27 days you already served. You will have fines and court costs of $553 in that case. With regard to the trespass in 2019 MM 1837, you can plead no contest.
Yes, I do. No contest.
I'll accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 27 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 27 days that you have in. You'll have fines and court costs in that case as well. You'll also have the public defender fee in each of your cases. You can make payment arrangements downstairs in room 136 for all of those things, but that will clear up all your cases today. And as far as I'm concerned, unless you have anything else pending, you are releasable today.
All right.
Yes, we'll pick one case for the coin. Okay. Very good, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Interpreter. Appreciate it. Marie Moriani. Can I have your date of birth?
9/26/93.
You're here today for a battery. Your bond amount is currently $1,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
No, Your Honor.
Are you going to hire a private attorney?
No.
You're going to represent yourself?
Yeah.
I'll put you in as self-represented. State prior record.
2017 disorderly conduct and 2013 paraphernalia. So I'm showing judge.
Thank you. Ma'am, I have an address for you on Landover Boulevard in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
Not even a year.
Okay. Where did you live before that? Hernando County or somewhere else?
Hernando.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Stay-at-home mom.
Okay. All right, I'll set your bond at $500. We'll see you back on August 7th at 9 a.m., okay? And you're going to have no contact with Melissa Smith. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, write, or email, or have anyone else call, write, or email her, okay?
Thank you.
Charles Christensen.
Judge, was that 8/27 on that last one?
Jay, what was the court date on that?
August 7th.
August 7th.
August 7th.
Mr. Christensen, can I have your date of birth?
10/15/85.
Okay, you were here today for a violation of probation and a grand theft.
Yes, ma'am.
The violation of probation is based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman, so I found probable cause for your arrest. It looks like the probation department is recommending 120 days in the Hernando County Jail in order to resolve that case. Is that something that you'd like to take care of today?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up your right to have a hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses at that hearing, call your own witnesses at that hearing, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove that you violated your probation. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to the violation of probation in 2018 CT 1908, do you admit that you violated your probation?
I did, ma'am. Yes.
I'll accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. I'll revoke and terminate your probation, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 120 days in the Hernando County Jail. When were you arrested? Okay,
2 days prior.
All right, so you've got 4 days altogether?
That sounds correct.
All right, so I'll give you credit for the 4 days that you have in. You will have the cost of prosecution that you will need to pay in this case. And it looks like this was a DUI, so the conditions of DUI you will still need to meet in order to eventually get a driver's license, okay?
I understand that, ma'am.
All right. You also have a grand theft here. The bond amount on that is $2,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint a lawyer to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office. And let's see. I'll just go ahead and keep the bond the same. We'll see you back to court on August 16th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Leo Fleischer. Can I have your date of birth? Date of birth, sir?
8/28/49.
Thank you. It looks like you have an issue out of Collier County. They have a violation of probation warrant for you, and it's no bond. So what's going to happen is they're going to come get you probably in the next 3 to 5 days. If for some reason they don't come and get, actually you have pending charges here. Is that right?
No.
Did you take
yes,
care of
ma'am.
them?
I bonded out on them last night.
Oh. Okay, which is why you're being served, but they're still pending, right? You haven't.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a court date on that on August 12th.
Yeah, I guess it was either 12 or the 14th.
Okay, it looks like the 12th to me, August 12th at 8:30 in the morning. So I'm not sure if they will come get him with these pending. You might have to take care of your cases here in felony court before they will get you over to Collier County. But nevertheless, Collier County's bond is 0. When you do get over there, you can ask for a bond, you can ask for a lawyer, you can ask for a court date, okay?
Your Honor, you said they have 5 days to come get me?
Well, 5 days after you resolve the cases here.
Then, what about me being on bond here?
I'm not sure how that works. Are they going to be able to take him to Collier County when he has pending charges here?
I think if he bonds here,
The Collier County charge is 7 years old.
Okay, hold on 1 second, sir. What's that?
I think that if
That
he
they'll come get
bonds
him?
here, they can't continue to hold him on those charges. They're going to have to let him out.
Okay.
Collier will come get him, but he will no longer receive any credit
For any time that he has in
for
jail.
any time from since yesterday when he bonded.
All right, so Collier County will probably come get you in the next 5 days. You can go over there and take care of your case there, but you're no longer going to get any credit for the time you have in on these cases since you bonded. So after the Collier County case is taken care of, you still have to answer to these cases here in Hernando County.
And if they don't come get me, then what?
But then the folks at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is then. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. Tyrone Ross? Can I have your date of birth?
May 23rd. May 23rd, 2003.
Okay. You were here today for a burglary of a conveyance that looks like it occurred on June 27th. An armed burglary of a conveyance and a grand theft that looks like it occurred on July 7th. And another burglary that looks like it occurred on July 7th, all of them of this year. I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you currently have a public defender representing you in your pending case?
I think I got a lawyer.
Who do you have representing you?
I don't know. But I know I got a lawyer for sure.
Well, I know, but do you know if it's a public defender?
No, it's a lawyer.
What's the difference?
Mr. Bauer, did you know you're not a lawyer? Okay, so, do you want me to appoint a lawyer to represent you in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
I will go ahead and appoint a lawyer in each of these cases. State I see has the pending charge. It looks like the offense date on the pending one is much earlier. Are you seeing the same thing, like in February?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
The only other thing I'm showing is a juvenile petty theft, which was delinquent on 2018.
Okay, so the other case from February, that's also being charged in felony court as an adult, right?
Yes, sir.
And he bonded out on that?
I'm not sure if he's on bond.
To the 19 CF 954?
Right, he bonded out?
He's on a $10,000 bond, and it does not show he has any attorney on that case.
Oh, no attorney, he doesn't have a public defender?
No, this is no attorney at the time.
Has he already been to pre-trials and stuff?
Yes, he's got pre-trial scheduled on August 12th.
Okay. All right. Have you met with a lawyer on your case, on the case that you have pending?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Our paperwork here, the clerk's paperwork here, indicates that you do not have a lawyer right now on that felony case, the one that you got with the offense date was in February. I'm not sure why that would be, or why you wouldn't be represented on that. Technically, I know.
We'll look into it. Sure, I know.
Okay.
Because I got also.
All right, well, we're going to find out what's going on. The public defender is going to look into it. Technically, I don't have jurisdiction to do that today, I don't think. So they're going to look into it, and if you currently do not have a lawyer representing you, you're entitled to have one, and we'll make sure that you get one, okay? All right, with regard to these cases here today, you are appointed to the public defender's office, but there is also probable cause to believe that you committed these crimes while you were out on bond on that first case. Because of that, I'm going to hold you in custody at this time on the CF 954 case. So you're not going to go anywhere right now, and the public defender is going to come out and see you soon, okay? And these dates, we're going to set them all together on August 12th. Is that okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. We're going to set everything for August 12th with your other case, August 12th at 8:30 in the morning, and that's all going to be in front of Judge Toner, okay? So we'll get someone out there to talk to you soon, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Jeremy Kelly.
Bless you. Bless you.
Can I have your date of birth?
7/11/1970.
All right. You are here today for a retail theft. Your bond amount is $2,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint you a lawyer?
I already have a public defender.
Okay. So, you already have a public defender for what?
For a prior case.
Okay, you have a pending case right now?
Yes, ma'am. Pending case.
Okay, what judge is that in front of?
Toner.
Okay, when's your next court date?
August 9th, I think.
All right. Jay, can you confirm that that's the right date? Because I can set this on the same date. And I would also need the case number.
19 CF 805, scheduled for 8/12 at 8:30 in Toner.
Okay, it looks like it's on August 12th. So I'm going to go ahead, and you said you want the public defender on this case too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll appoint the public defender's office. We're going to keep the bond the same on this case, so it's going to be $2,000, but I'm going to recommit you on the 2019 CF 805 case, which means I'm going to revoke your bond on that case. You're not going to be able to bond out. You're going to see back to court on August 12th 8:30 in the morning on all of your cases, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Raymond Lopez. Can I have your date of birth?
10/1983.
All right. You are here today for DUI. I'm showing for some reason he was not. Do y'all have the same information that he was not allowed a bond? That he was being held no bond on the DUI?
That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like to me too, and I don't get it, so I'm not really sure why. But nevertheless, there's probable cause for the DUI. Do you want me to appoint a lawyer to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint a lawyer, but I'm not really sure why you're being held. I don't have anything on
Your Honor,
that.
I'm showing that he has no in-state record, and I can't confirm anything out of state.
Okay, so I'm going to ROR you, and you're going to be back to court on August 7th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.